Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today we are looking at the Winter Wildcard Hazard. Sam has actually been the one to try him out, not me or Rob for once. We're going to get some questions, going to get to the end card. I'm going to ask Sam, has he got a sickness for the thickness?
I do, Jack. I love them thick and I love Hazard. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, big boys
End
are
of
beautiful.
review. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Speaking of liking and subscribing, we did a really fun Christmas video the other day with Slater from over on Twitch. Please check it out. It's like a quiz show, 30 seconds, Sky Sports Live type of vibes. But yes, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the review. Sam, it's a brilliant card.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant card.
Just touching on it quickly, I still can't believe how cheap he is. He's less than
Yes.
250k on Xbox, which I think is a steal. I mean, I've not heard Sam's opinion of him yet, but looking at the card, it seems like a really, really good price.
Yeah, especially when you think of how expensive he was the other day. And me,
Yeah.
like, it was about 460. I mean, Rob White,
That's
seems a
cheap.
decent price, really.
Yeah. So first of all, Sam, I know he's been your boy over the years, hasn't he, Hazard?
He
Hey!
has.
His many
Yes.
iterations. He was Jack's boy on FIFA 17 as well,
mine.
FIFA 18.
Yeah, he's
whatever
been
it
my
was.
boy longer than yours, Jack. Chill out.
So I suppose, Sam, have you fallen back in love with the thick-booted man?
I've just continued the romance, mate. That's what I'd like to say. I mean,
Yeah.
can't really fall out of love with the man.
What was the best thing about him? What kept you? You know, what gripped you?
The how do you word it? Like the fact he can do lots of things. Well,
Yeah, like a jack of all trades.
yeah. Like he was faster than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I really liked. His shooting, like just his finishing was just great,
Yeah.
and the dribbling was how you'd want a Hazard card to feel, like the Hazards of old cards. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Do you
One
think that's
thing-
more to do with like his body type?
I don't know. I think just
thick,
the
booty
stats
body
are good
type.
as well, and this. I think the game this year is more friendly to other body types than in the past, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very body posy. One thing, Sam, that you said when we were in the party, who did he remind you of? A certain little Argentine man.
He did. I was preparing myself to come onto this review and say that he didn't feel like anybody else I'd used.
Yeah.
And then I was speaking to Jack partway through the weekend league, and I bought in a certain Messi. And
Would you say
suddenly,
this
I
Hazard
was
made you
like,
messy?
He's the right-footed Messi for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
I would say shooting Messi slightly pips him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else, I think Hazard might be slightly better.
He's
Even
got a bit
dribbling?
more pace, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Which is kind of half the battle.
The dribbling's almost identical in how they feel for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Hazard's just quicker.
What chem style did you use on him?
I
Hawk or
used
Hunter?
Hawk. Yeah.
That's what the ladies and gents over at FUT
Yeah.
are reckoning as well.
I'd say that's probably best, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it gives you a bit of physical as well. Like the
Yeah.
70 strength, I suppose that's got something to do with the kind of the beef that he's got. Hey,
Yeah.
Sam?
Yes, definitely. I would say, however, he doesn't feel strong.
Okay.
Really?
But he's nimble enough and quick enough that he never really seems to be shoulder to shoulder with anybody long enough for that to matter.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've used the player, and actually, do you know when you're shoulder to shoulder, I don't just ball roll away.
Yeah.
Like a little heavy touch or RTRT,
Yeah.
and you're away. Like he rides the challenge really well.
That's good, because one of my questions was, is he fast enough? But I suppose you've answered that in that. Like, because I suppose sometimes I get a little bit nervous using some of 91 pace, because it's not like the top end like Vinicius. And
It's not
players like
99.
used. Yeah, exactly.
Give me 99 or death.
No, I had the same
Worry.
thought, which is why the
Yeah.
pace surprised me as much as it did. Don't get me wrong, he's not a Vinicius fast. He's not like I used Anthony recently. He's rapid.
Yeah.
He's just a bit slower than them, but more than quick enough to be getting past centre backs.
Definitely, yeah.
Am I pace or wanting to? I think I'd want to use Hunter on him if I'm using him as a
I
striker.
can't remember. There was a reason I didn't. The long shots.
I was about to say, if you use him at cam, I suppose the long shots is a nice boost because you get plus 10 from Hawk, whereas with
Yeah.
Hunter you don't get anything. But you get the max out pace. If you're using him striker, I'd be smelling around the whole Hunter.
I've been using in majority 4-1-2-1-2 in the cam spot.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can't
and
say I'm surprised.
Triggering his run from deep,
Hmm.
the pace that he gets to, like, he just gets past the defenders really, really well and gives you that extra run. And
Yeah.
you know, when they run from that deep spot, centre backs never pick it up, do they? Very well.
No.
Um,
Especially, I think when
Yeah.
you do the the through ball, like that, kind of like that 1-2 through ball, it
Yeah.
always ends up
It messes
being
him
a
up,
little
doesn't
bit
it?
of a banger. Yeah.
Yeah. So was there anything you didn't particularly like about him? Some you weren't too fond of?
So, I was thinking this whilst I was playing with him. I've played with him over 30 games now.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Really?
Yep. And it's the first time I've done a review this year where I'm looking at somebody going, there's no issue here.
Damn.
If I was being super picky,
Yeah.
I'd want him to
Stamina?
have 5-star skills.
I would
Okay.
have said stamina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't notice it.
Really?
Yep.
Really? That's surprising, especially at cam. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if my system just seems to be like more demanding on players, but they seem to get gassed out a lot recently.
Yeah.
I think I probably play a lot more possession than both of you two, so I'm
Yeah, I
spending a
sprint
lot less
like an
time.
absolute headless chicken, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Diego
Um,
Simeone on sideline screaming at him.
From when I've watched your two's gameplay and stuff and reviews, the gameplay on the new gen looks.
Bitch, what are you saying? Bitch, what are you saying?
It looks on new gen to be a lot faster gameplay.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah,
can,
it is
you
a
can
bit-
go
I think it is
forward
very
super
end-to-end.
quick. Yeah. Whereas against better players, you have to have some type of control of the ball.
Okay.
On old gen for me at the minute.
Yeah.
And so I don't think stamina affecting him for that. But even still, I don't think 84's good. Like,
Yeah, it's not awful. It's not.
I mean, if you're going into
killing
extra
him.
time and penalties consistently,
Well, yeah, I suppose.
that's going to be your issue. But
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the trouble with everyone, though, isn't it? I
Yeah.
suppose for me, I'd usually be swimming off my cam anyway. I bring off Neymar pretty much every game.
I was about to say,
yeah.
if you're playing cam, that's
I think
one of
cam's a
your-
really good position to sub on, if that
It's an
makes sense.
They're a very
impact player,
pivotal
innit?
player, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got something that can fill in that role really nicely, you're gonna. That's gonna be where your goal comes from. So I don't think it's all. I can understand what you mean. It's not always the worst thing.
Yeah, definitely.
For me, I find it more irritating when my midfielders don't have good. I'm sorry, I've just yeeted my phone on the table. I always find it more irritating when my midfielders don't have good stamina. But yeah,
Yeah,
suppose.
absolutely. Yeah.
big beautiful boy with some decent stamina. Hazard, that is not myself. But Sam, speaking of big beautiful boys, why don't you take us through the end card? What do you think of him? What was his rating?
So overall, I've gone with a 9.
Okay,
I was expecting higher. The way you
I was as
hyped
well.
him
I was
up,
thinking
yeah.
the way that Sam
so
has.
I am being
Pedantic.
yeah, a little bit picky.
Yeah.
So
Bit of a bitch.
to get towards the 10, I think 5-star skills now on players is a must.
Yeah.
Other than not having 5-star skills, though, I think it's perfect. So maybe I could up it to 9.5, but I think just in terms of what other cards are out now,
Yeah.
9 is fair.
Yeah.
Really, I'm really surprised by that.
Yeah. I was thinking you were going to give him a 10 at one point.
I thought it was going to be close. I thought it was like a 9.7.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't used like
I gave
my
I
God.
gave bloody Jonathan David like a 9.2.
yeah, but you're too friendly with him. If you're giving Jonathan David a 9.2, maybe I should give him a 9.5.
I think you should. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
I'm
back
gonna
it.
make a case for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back
Okay. Yeah. If that's what Jonathan David go, yeah, then yeah. Okay. Yeah. His passing, by the way, we've not mentioned it.
Yeah.
At Cam is fucking fantastic.
Bloody hell, he's got the F word out.
Sorry, his through balls.
Yeah,
are-
Gordon Ramsay, isn't it? Jeez.
his through balls are like weighted perfectly every single time.
Yeah, there's not. We spoke about it at the start of the year, didn't we? How important high passing was.
Yeah, definitely.
But that doesn't make sense. How important high passing was. Sorry, not just how high passing was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 9.5. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Okay.
I back it, yeah. Value?
Value 9 to 9.5.
Bloody hell, he's being retarded, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's really good value.
He's 240k for a Madrid special Hazard 4-4, 88 rated. Like,
That
Madrid's got
Morales,
some mad
though,
links.
that Morales
Yeah,
is 50k.
that is really good value.
That is true. I know, but I think that's more Morales being absolutely nutty value.
So, but if we've got a scale to 10, that makes Morales a 10. He has to fall into 9 to 9.5.
Sam, our scale doesn't really make sense, to be honest. It kind of we just pick and choose, really.
Well, I try and bring sense to this channel, Jack, okay?
That's the problem, that we always review good players, so it's very hard to like give them a bad rating.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should have some sort of like reset in the new year, maybe. That could be quite a good idea, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah.
But like the value is incredible. Like,
I did.
He dropped to 210k earlier today. And I was just
outrageous.
like, how on earth? Like, I bought him for like 285, and I'm happy he's staying. Like,
I think for me, obviously he's come out afterwards, and I didn't know, but he makes that Vinny look quite expensive.
Yeah,
that's what it's done to me. Like, if this card doesn't come out, I'm probably doing that Vinny.
Yeah. I mean, I don't regret him, but it does make him, it does make me think, like, I could have done this Hazard, or just bought this Hazard.
Yeah, like a third of the price.
Yeah. But
And
you know what?
and
It
you're
swings
not
and
locked in
roundabouts.
with
It's
the
the
coins.
FIFA Ultimate Team, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't help, you don't know, do you?
Yeah, it's a curse.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I did him, and then literally like, a few days later, Team 2 was leaked, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
Links, Sam? Or Chem style? Go on Chem style, actually.
Chem style Hawk, I personally think if you're playing Cam, get that long shots up, you do notice it.
Yeah. Could you be tempted by an engine, do you think? Or do you think he needs the shooting?
I think the
Engine
passing
was spicy.
is good enough and the dribbling are good enough to not bother.
Okay, fair enough.
I think you benefit more from boosting the other things a little bit. That aggression actually, I've just
Never goes
thought
amiss,
about.
does it?
His defensive work was surprising, really good.
Plays for the badge.
Yeah, plays for the badge trait.
That's what I like to hear.
Love it.
The biggest trait, perhaps, in the entire game, and it's not.
It's not a trait.
It's not an actual trait. It's almost
But I
like we've
think
made
it's
it
that
up
stocky
sometimes.
body, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, I think
Yeah.
Messi's got the similar sort of vibe.
Build, yeah.
Yeah, like Fekir.
Fakir, I was just about to say, he's good in
Yeah.
a tackle even without.
I love Fakir still. He's still an absolute baller coming on for me off the bench.
Yeah.
He's a
Links?
juiced Fakir. That's how I would describe him.
Okay.
Roids. Go on,
Yeah.
Sam. What links you got? Go on.
Kareem the Dream, that flashback.
Yeah.
That was
A lot of people did him.
he's in my team, and I think that card is just solid.
Yeah.
Me and Jack
he
were
is.
saying earlier, even at this point in the game, he is still very
yeah.
usable to the point where he's like just good, straight up good.
Yeah.
He's not somebody you have in the team to just have for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Benjamin Mendy, oh my gosh.
Oh my lord. We're out here catching cases.
Oh my
No,
God.
Lord
you
have
can't be saying
mercy.
that, Sam. Come on.
Ferland Mendy.
Oh my god.
Do you know that?
I don't want to know why you've got
in my head, I was
Benjamin on your
literally
mind.
saying, "Don't say Benjamin, don't say Benjamin." And it just came straight
Benjamin!
out. Ferland Mendy, even though I've not enjoyed using him,
Yeah.
it has
He's a
to
good
be in
link.
there because you can 4-5-1, you're done.
Yeah.
He's
not. I don't think he's bad. I think he's just that he's not had his special card yet. You know, like when
Yeah.
he does get his special card that can like brings him up to the level of everyone around him.
Yeah.
Like imagine like an 88 Mendy, for example. He's going to be absolutely nutty.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah.
so
Last one, Sam.
Kareem Dream Ferland. I mean, there's the Valverdes that are out at the minute.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted to say Modric.
Modric as well, very
looks very
expensive.
nice. Sam can't afford him.
Yeah.
Lucas Vasquez, my absolute king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone else did him, apart from myself.
Soft links, you've got that Morales that's out now. He's a good player.
Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
There's so many.
There's a lot. There's
Yeah,
a lot.
he's
in
just
there.
so
There's so
linkable.
many. Yeah. I mean, La Liga is a very strong league this year, so
It is, yeah.
there's a lot. But yeah, I think that about rounds it out. Rob, did you have any more questions?
I didn't know. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Good card. Sam liked him. He always loves the men with the big bums. But anyway, lads, we have been Backpage Gaming. I hope you've liked the video. If you have, leave a like down below. Drop a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Ding the notification bell. But until next time, I've been Jack.
I've been Robbie.
And I've been Sam.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.
Bye bye.